Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MySpace podcast. I'm your host, Smiley, and today I'll be reviewing the book The Death Cure by James Dashner. This is book number 3 of the Maze Runner series. So let's get into it, I guess. Also, today I have my dog in the room because I felt bad about putting her in another room because I filmed 3 days in a row because I keep finishing these books in a day. So there may be some noises in the background. Anyways, now let's actually get started. Rating. I give this book a 4.5 out of 5. So it was a little better than the other books. And I don't know, I was more engaged in this book and I stopped less. Also, a lot of things that I said were going to happen, or was going to happen, stuff about characters, who was evil and who was not, and just some other things that I guessed were wrong, which makes the book better because you don't see these things coming, but also makes me really embarrassed. So, yeah. But when you don't see things coming and you think other things about characters and stuff, it just shows how good of a writer he is, because you never know what's going to happen, but also it makes me hate him, because why do you have to make me go through all those feelings? Why did I have to go through all that? It was a lot. Yeah. But I liked the book. And a lot more happened in this book. It was a lot more action-packed, so a lot more going on, and it was a lot funny. I think I need books that don't have a lot. I think that the books have been a little more slow in the beginning, but this one wasn't as slow. Things that actually interested me kept happening. So yeah. The plot/storyline. So first, Thomas was stuck in a room for 3 weeks alone with nothing to do. This was his third trial, and I believe everyone had to go through a different third trial though. And I want to know what all these trials were, because we didn't talk about it. The problem with this book is that it kept glazing over things, I feel like something would be mentioned and then it would be, just not really talked about. Anyway, they let him out, and then everyone was put back together, so now both groups are back together, both Group 1 and Group B. Group A and Group B. Then Wicked talked to them, and Wicked was like, we're gonna give you back your memories. Everyone was basically for it. Most of the boys weren't, but then just by the end, it just was Thomas, Noon, and Mino who were against it, and were like, we're not gonna let you bring back our memories, because that's in the past. Wicked also told them who was immune to the flare and who wasn't. Okay. I wasn't happy, but Then everyone escaped, but not together. But they all ended up in Denver, which is a city where it's supposedly safer from the flare because they have a lot of guards and everything that are trying to keep people who have the flare out. But that's a bunch of baloney. We all know it. Because people will hide it. Everyone hides stuff. Then some more things happened, and the two separated groups ended up reconvening. And then they decided to work with this other group who wanted to take down Wicked. And some more things happened. Then while the more things happened, they had to save a whole bunch of other people who were immune to the flare. Then they all almost die. Of course, Thomas almost dies at some point. But in the end, everyone was safe, except for a couple people. But that's the price you gotta pay. That's basically it. I glossed over a lot of it because so much happened in this book. It seems like a lot, but I don't think it actually is a lot. But starting off with Thomas, I guess. He went through a lot. He had to do a lot. And I don't know if he's going to be okay after everything. I don't know how. So, yeah, I don't know how he's going to be okay after everything that happened. He also had to look past a lot of emotions. Like, he had emotions, but he couldn't feel some of them. Some of that did have to do with Teresa. Also, I believe he does turn out to be an orphan. I was wrong on that because both his parents weren't immune to the flare and got it, of course. So he does turn out to be an orphan. Brenda, not evil. She hates Wicked as well. Not telepathic. I don't know how. It was mentioned and then forgotten, and I need more on that. So I was wrong. She's not evil. Just seems evil. But she's not. But she was working with Wiccan. She was just also working against them. Only because she needed to, because she was only working with them because there's something else for her to do, as she's also immune. Mino, he was at his last straw with everything, but he followed Thomas. Like, he was breaking. Like, everything was making him angry. He's also very violent. We've seen, like, little things of that, but, like, this book, you really see it. He was just going through a lot, but he let Thomas lead until something else happened. Then he was like, y'all are gonna listen to me for this one thing, then we can go do the other things. And everyone was like, yeah, okay. And also, they liked the thing that they were gonna do. So, not necessarily liked, but yeah. Teresa. So, she's not evil, but she also couldn't seem to take the hint that Thomas really felt betrayed after she tried to kill him. And she keeps trying to sort of be friends with him and kind of go back to the way things were before, but she did say that that's not going to happen, but she keeps trying, and Thomas really isn't ready for that. He's ready, but still he's ready and not ready, because he wants to go back to being friends with her, but also he's like, I can't, like, you hurt me. And I think she's come to terms with it, though. Also, she has a whole thing of following what Wicked says. Like, that's what she does. She just follows Wiccan. Wiccan, they're messed up. They want to redo the trials, basically. Messed up people. That's why they were getting all the immune people. That's what they wanted to do. Spoilers. So this series started, book series started in the maze and kind of ended in the maze. Not really, but because we could put all of the immune people into the maze, and that's where they had to go save them. They had to go save the immune people from the maze while everything was falling down around them, because the group that they had gotten together with to bring down Wicked just wanted to destroy Wicked, and by doing that they just set explosives all over the place, so things were blowing up. The leader of Wicked was also the one who got them all a way out. Like, she saw that. I think she was the leader of Wicked, but she saw this. She didn't like what was happening. Well, she didn't like what the end plan was, and that they wanted to just do it all over again. So she got them a way out, she also worked with Brenda. So they now all had a way out, and that's what they were running to while everything was falling down around them. And they now have a paradise to live in and rebuild society while civilization crumbles down around them. Because it's like this little slice of paradise. It's like this little slice of paradise, and I don't know where it came about. I wish we had more. There was a lot of stuff in here that I wish there was more talk of. A little thing about Teresa. So Teresa sacrifices herself and kind of dies. So, not evil. She just did some things that were very evil sounding. Yeah. Then there's this. So, Newt's not immune to the flare. Newt had the flare because they gave him the flare. Newt went crazy. Because, he had the flare, and that's what the flare makes you do. Newt wrote a note to Thomas telling Thomas to kill him. It was like, kill me before I go crazy. Thomas didn't read that note in time. Newt was kind of angry. And well, Newt was killed. He ended up dying. He was killed by Thomas because they met again after Thomas had read the note, and Newt was begging Thomas to do it. And Thomas, I think, did it. He had to. Because also he has to save everyone else, right? He didn't want to. And I don't think Thomas is going to recover from this. Like, he killed his best friend so he didn't have to suffer. And I think that's a good thing too, because Newt didn't want to go crazy. He didn't want to do all this, and it saved a lot of suffering. Why did Newt have to die? I don't know. Anyways, that's all on my notes. But I did watch the first movie, and it's different. I already knew that, but yeah. Some things were a little similar, but also some things weren't. And I know that I think the next movie's even farther off from what I understand from the trailer. So yeah. It's gonna be a roller coaster. I kept seeing things and I kept pointing out, be like, that's not right. That's wrong. That's not what the book said. Yeah, anyways, that's about it. My next book. So my next book is another Ellie Hazelwood book. It's Love Hypothesis. And it has painted edges. Oh, I love painted edges. Give me any book with painted edges and I'll be happy. They're just so fun. I'm excited. I want to read all of Ellie Hazelwood's books, so at some point. And I've read a lot of them, so I may need to reread so I can make a video on them. Yeah. That's about it. This is the third book of 2026 that I've read. It won't be the third podcast because I'm way behind. But also that's just because I can read multiple books per week, and in the beginning I was doing it every other week. I was posting in a video because I didn't think I'd be able to finish. But now I have so many I have a lot that I need to edit and then post. So I have a good amount in front of me, so it's not that bad. Because I have, let's count. 1, 2, kind of 2 and then the 2 in front of this is 4. So I believe I have 4. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. 4 before this one. So in 4 weeks. But I have a plan for a different book, though I haven't chosen the book yet. Because I have a plan on when I want to post it. So there may be it may be in like the middle of a book series, and I may just post another video of something. Like there's a time I want to post it, but I don't know what I'm gonna read. I know why, but I don't know what book I want to read, so I need to figure that out. But I have some time. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Finished this main series. I'm gonna switch over to another book, and then I may come back because I don't really have any other books to read. Because I know there's like 3 to 2-ish more books on this, and they're not really. I feel like they're more novellas, but then there's 2.5 and 3.5, so there's that too. So there's a lot that I can read from this series. I don't have access to everything though, I don't think. So yeah. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, night, week, month, year, life. A year life. Just have a good life. Thank you. Bye.